Welcome to Chalk Talk. I'm Mike Simpson, Superintendent of Guthrie Public Schools, and today we are joined by a couple of Guthrie High School seniors along with their high school principal, Dusty Throckmorton. Today we welcome Jillian Minter and Tanner Lawson. Thanks for joining us today. We're happy to have you on here. We want to talk a little bit about Guthrie High School, things that are going on in your life, things that are going on in your world, and things that you want to talk about Mr. Throckmorton on. You can tell stories on him if you want to. So let's jump right in. You guys kind of introduce yourselves to the listeners and viewers about. Tell us who you are and what all you're involved in, and just everything going on with you. And let's start with Jillian.
Okay, I'm Jillian. I've been going to Guthrie my entire life. I did go to private school for 2 years, and really right now I'm focused on tennis and basketball. Tennis season's around the corner, and that's my main sport, really. I'm trying to win state. I don't really know how big that deal is going to go out, but that's my goal this year. And I was in Suco just a little bit. Other than that, what am I in right now? I'm in Heritage Club right now, too. I joined Heritage Club this year, and I think that's about it.
Tell everybody what Heritage Club is, in case they don't know.
Really, we just have meetings like bi-weekly every 2 weeks, and it's a diverse group of like people of different ethnicities and different backgrounds, cultural and like their life now, and we just join together and talk about what's going on with each other. I don't know.
That's great.
That's
great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Tanner, let's hear about what all you've got going on. Tell us about yourself.
My name is Tanner Lawson. I am in the Guthrie High School band. I'm the drum major, one of them. I'm also in JRTC. I'm the battalion S1, as you can see.
Okay.
And
nice.
Outside of school, I'm also in DMLA. It's like the younger versions of the Masons, pretty much. I'm the master counselor for that, which is the highest position you can get, pretty much.
Okay. So you guys got a few things going on in your lives besides just the school from 8:15 until 3:15. You kind of, it extends throughout the day for both of you. Mm-hmm. So let's talk a little bit about your seniors. Let's talk a little bit about plans after high school. What's next for you guys?
What's next for me? I have a lot of big dreams. I'd like to do a bunch of different things, but right now, what's probably going to happen is I'm going to go to massage therapy school, and I'm going to be a massage therapist because that's just what I see myself doing right now. And then after that, if I really like it, I'll do physical therapy, go to Langston or something, get a degree, and that's about it. Other than that, I'd really like to just own a ranch in Montana and then just do ranch hand work. But
except during the winter?
I like the wintertime, to be honest. I really do enjoy the wintertime, so I don't think I'd mind that too much.
I've got a surprise question for both of you later on about that. But so Tanner,
all right. Me, I'm just going to go to OSU. I'm planning to join the Army ROTC program. Okay. I'm going to major in aerospace engineering so that when I get out of college, I immediately become a second lieutenant in the Army.
Awesome. Well, I applaud your choice on university. I've got 2 degrees from there and grew up in Stillwater, so I love it, and I think you'll do well there because I know what you've done, what you've accomplished here is going to segue into that very well. Great deal. So let's talk about a bit about what is it like to be a senior at Guthrie High School.
It's pretty fun. I enjoy it more than my any other years. I feel less pressure. Well, a little more pressure, but less pressure, and that's because I only have 3 main classes, and then the rest are electives, so I've pretty gotten much of my workload out of the way. But I'm kind of nervous for the future, and I don't really feel like it's hit me yet. Like, people keep telling me I'm a senior, but I still don't believe it. I don't think I'll believe it until I don't come back to school next year. But other than that, it's pretty fun. I enjoy it.
Or that night that you get to shake his hand in mine when we
yeah, I'm kind of nervous, but I'm excited.
Tanner?
All right. Me, it's not really hit as well. I mean, it's like a rundown kind of, not as hard as to say, but I'm also doing a lot of stuff outside of school, just getting ready for college, work, gathering money, and all that crap.
Yeah, you guys will figure out how quick that money goes when you're.
Oh, I already know.
it doesn't stop going. All right, so your best memory from being a student at Guthrie.
I couldn't tell you. I have a bunch. There's a bunch of different memories. Let me think. Oh, last year. It's not really a student thing, but a student athlete. I placed fifth at state at our tennis tournament last year, and that was a pretty good memory. I loved it so much. It was so good. That's my favorite.
For me, it'd probably be last year when I was, when I first became a drum major. It was so good to just be able to stand in front of the band, show the Guthrie colors. It was amazing for me. That's what I've been aiming to do since I became a freshman.
Well, and that's people see you on the field on a Friday night, but they don't see all of the competitions that you guys go to that are on most of the time on a Saturday, and they're all-day affairs because I've been to some of them, and you can that's a long day. And you guys are putting in the work. And one of the things with the band, and I want to talk to Jillian a little bit about some extracurriculars too, but one of the things with the band that people don't appreciate is you guys start practice really before the football team does. And you're practicing on that hot asphalt in July and August. And, You do get some time where you sneak indoors and practice a little bit too in the air conditioning, but I drive by and see you guys practicing, and it's hot, and you guys are out there getting after it. Jillian, you said you like the winter, but you're also in basketball. So tell us a little bit about how the season's going.
The season, the girls are doing a lot better than they were in the beginning, and I will give them that. We have all the pieces. It's just different people are doing better on different days. I feel like we haven't all really connected, like where everybody's playing super well at all times during the games, because I feel like if we did, we could, because we're right there, but we just got to get over the extra little hump to win, because we haven't been.
Well, this is being recorded, and you guys just played Shawnee, and played them much closer this last time than you did the first time that you played them. And hey, I'm an old basketball coach, and the time to be playing good is at the end. That's when it counts the most. It's in February, and if you're playing good enough in February, you get to play in March.
Yep.
That's great. Good stuff. Finish this sentence for me. Guthrie High School is
a great place. I love it so much. Actually, I wouldn't rather be at any other high school, to be honest. I mean, I think about it, other big schools, but I like the small town feeling where I know everybody, and I can see my friends in the hallways, and I see them at Walmart after school, and then I like the community. I really do like it. Some people say they might not, but I don't have a problem with it at all, and I really like it.
Tanner?
For me, it's going to be like a welcoming place. It's from when I was a freshman, I was brought into, like, say, band to JRTC, just immediately enfolded, and it just helped me strive to get to the higher positions and, like, stay in.
That's great. Well, what, and I'm going to deviate from the script a little bit. What's different about it now, the way you look at it, than when you entered as a freshman? You think back to that freshman year and the nerves of walking in that building. How's it different now?
How's it different? I'm not nervous anymore. We rule the school because we're seniors, so then I just be pushing everybody else around. I'm just kidding. I don't do that. But I just feel different. I'm more comfortable. I don't know. I've been here these whole 4 years, and I don't know. It's just normal. I don't know.
Yeah.
For me, I have more leadership on my shoulders, because when I joined in, I depended on other people, looked to them for everything pretty much.
Yeah.
Now, like freshmen, sophomores, juniors, they're all looking towards me for that guidance and whatnot.
That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's good. So going outside the walls of the high school, what makes our community special?
The people. I don't know. I love everybody in Guthrie. My church family is actually a big part of Guthrie. Everybody I know went to Guthrie. Everybody, I don't know. I just feel like people, I'm on Real Talk Around Guthrie, and I see people talking on there, and it's so funny to me. But they talk about how, I don't know, people are mean and stuff, but I've never came across anybody that's rude. Like, I go to Walmart, I ask a question, everybody's nice. I don't know.
So you're saying that site might have just a bit of negativity?
I think they have a bias and they have a negativity because people go on Real Talk Around Guthrie to find trouble and to find drama, but I get a kick out of it. I do laugh at it sometimes.
Yeah. For me, I mean, all the like small businesses, everything, they always support like activities at the school and so on. The community is always so together, in my opinion.
That's good. What sets Guthrie High School apart from other high schools? What sets us apart?
I don't know. I feel like everybody loves it. Not everybody. I'm really biased. I love it, and I think everybody else loves it, but I feel we're really competitive, and we're really sports-led, and I think that that sets us apart because and we really revolve around football. I don't know if other schools really revolve around football because every other school is like more diverse, but we're a very football-oriented town, and I think that's why we're different. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, we're Blue Jays. We like to win.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, my take on that is it's more than just football, but it's extracurriculars because there's so Tanner, you're highly invested in two great organizations, our band and our JROTC, and not every school our size has as successful of a band as we have, and there's not many schools in the state that have a JROTC program that is of the caliber that ours is. And you could extend that to our ag. You could extend that to all of our sports. That's the thing that I always want to highlight is we have so many things for our students and something to find so that they can find success. And seeing, watching you two as you're talking about the things that have made a difference in your high school career, and it's extracurriculars, and those are the things that we offer to try and find a niche for our students. I applaud both of you, the efforts that you put into the success in those extracurriculars. Because don't worry, I've already checked your grades. I know what you're doing now. See, I can do that. But
did you actually check our grades?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, don't look at them if you haven't actually.
No, but you guys are involved and invested, and that's something that that really speaks volumes to what we're about. And got you nervous, didn't I, Jillian?
You did get me nervous because this is so weak. Just don't look at them this week. Just don't look at them this week. It'll be up by tonight, though. So if you want to look this evening, go right on ahead. But
not right now.
Not right now. It's just one.
All right. Who's made a difference in your life up to this point?
Anyone?
Yeah. Anyone.
My mom. I don't know. That's everybody's basic. Actually, my brothers. My brothers have really impacted me, and they're really great role models because we have such an age gap, and they went to Guthrie. Both of them did, and I just look up to them and how they acted when they were in high school, and now how they're acting as they're grown men and everything. I do really love them a lot, and they have impacted me a lot. But my mom also.
Okay.
But she's the one who influenced them in the right way to go and everything. So my mom. My whole family. My mom, my dad, and my brothers.
Great.
They're all great.
Great.
I mean, for me, it's my whole family. They've shaped me my entire life. But for other things like outside of just family matters, it'd be Colonel Breed, First Sergeant Campbell, Blackburn. I mean, they've all shaped my life for the past few years now. I mean, they've made me who I am.
Yeah, so you're talking about the GROTC staff and then also our band director, Rob Blackburn. All great people. We're fortunate to have those folks. Let's go back to your 8th grade year. Got to think way back.
Feels like yesterday.
And we went home for spring break and never came back.
Yeah.
What do you remember about that experience?
I remember actually being really sad because tennis season, spring break. That was
Lost
right
tennis
there.
season.
Lost tennis season, and I was so sad. I was like, are you kidding me? This is the year I'm going to be good, and they want to take me out of school. Yeah, I was really sad. But after that summer was probably the best summer I've ever had in my entire life. So
Why?
it's pretty great. I was with my friend Emma the entire summer. We had a bunch of memories. I ran over her foot with the golf cart, just some other things like that. Just being kids. That was my last year probably actually enjoying my summer of, like, being a kid.
Okay.
That's why I was good.
For me, I mean, at first I'm like, oh, crap, more days? Yay. And then next thing I know, I'm like, oh, why aren't we back yet? What's going on? And then just slowly deteriorated. I mean, it was fine, but I mean, I kind of missed a lot of things because, of course, I missed the introduction to band because COVID.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and coming back that next year was a really weird time because we were everybody was all over the place on what we were going to do and how things were going to be and stuff, and so it was just kind of a. So that next year, you remember anything about masks, quarantines, all that stuff?
Yes, I hated it so stinking much. I got quarantined one time, and I know the HIPAA laws and everything, but I just wanted to know who I was sitting next to and if I even talked to them, if they even coughed my direction or anything, because I was out of school, and I was like, I'm not sick, and it was just really frustrating. But other than that, it felt not normal. I was going to say normal. Not normal, but I was fine with it.
Mm-hmm.
What was band like, Tanner?
Well, I mean, me personally, I never got COVID or I never sat next to anyone that got COVID. So for me, I was always there. But for everyone, there was always just people leaving and coming back. I mean, there were points in time where we couldn't really do much because everybody was gone. It was a little bit rough. I mean, we made do. I mean, everybody still made friends and stuff like that. I mean, it worked out, but I mean,
it's really what we were doing is we were making do. I think that's the best way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you could change one thing at Guthrie High School, what would it be?
I don't know. Let me really think. You go first. I have to go first every time.
For me, I think it'd be a whole lot better if just the people not joining all the extracurriculars and all that. I think we should have, if they join them, I think they'd have so much, a lot more fun time than just sitting there doing nothing pretty much, just trying to get through high school. Because, I mean, being in band, JRTC, and all that stuff, it really helped me because, I mean, you have people there that will help you with grades, friends, and so on.
Get involved.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'd probably change our students' mindset. I feel like either people really like Guthrie or there's kids that don't care about anything. I just wish everybody would just be really fired up for everybody all the time with everything. Because I'll go to a football game, cheer them on, and then come to a tennis tournament. There's nobody there. I understand it's during school, but I don't know. And then baseball and softball, I just feel like more people were, I don't know, just excited to be here.
Spring sports are tough because there's so many of them.
Mm-hmm.
And but I've seen when I've been during school, I've seen a few students that had maybe checked out and gone to watch. When I go to state tennis and when I go, I see a few of them that do that, or state golf or something like that. But that's always tough. And then in the spring, you fight the weather a lot and a lot more than you do in the fall. But that's good stuff. What is something we should never change?
I don't know. Our fight song.
Okay.
I don't know. That's
I got
just
that
my first
memorized.
answer. I do like that. But actually, something we should never change. I don't know. I feel like there's always room for improvement.
I mean,
I don't know.
I always like our school spirit. That's always really nice.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
What do you think something that we should never change is?
One of the and some of this is, Mr. T and I have both been at other school districts, so we have a perspective of that maybe you don't have because you've just known Guthrie. But I'll say one of the things that sets us apart is there's very few high schools that have a homecoming ceremony and celebration that even comes close to ours. That's one of the things that I think truly does set us apart. And when you look at the alums that come back, that is quite unique for a high school. And so the loyalty that they have generated, that speaks to the relationships they formed when they were in high school, because they want to come back and they want to see those folks, you know, and they want to see the buildings and stuff like that, but they want to see the people they went to high school with.
Yeah.
And the ones that are younger than maybe Mr. T or I will also want to see some of their teachers. But if you're our age, your teachers have probably retired and moved on. But that's important to them as well. And I think that's something that is unique. That as you guys get out and you kind of go on with your lives, I think you'll want to come back and be a part of this and be a part of renewing those friendships that were formed when you were in high school. You'll go on and you'll make other friends, but the ones that are here, I think, will be something you'll want to renew. I don't know, Mr. T.
Sure, I agree wholeheartedly. It's a very unique, and I've never heard of a school that wraps around their alumni the way Guthrie does. It speaks to, I think, what both of Jillian and Tanner are both saying. This small town feel and the people make this such a special place, and that's what we love about it most.
You know, there are school districts in Oklahoma that will graduate 700 or 1,000 students. And you think about that, and this is something that I've said numerous times. When you sit at graduation on that night, and this year, in fact, we haven't announced it, but we can. It's going to highly likely it will be at the stadium.
You're lying.
Yeah.
No.
Are you being serious?
I'm being serious.
Oh my goodness, thank you, Jesus, because I did not want to graduate at the Lazy. I'm sorry, but I love Gelsma so much.
Well, let's hope for good weather then.
Yes, I will be praying for some good weather.
But when you sit on the field there, if you are in a class of 750, the chances that you know the people on either side of you are a lot less. And, you know, you guys are going to know everybody that's going to walk across the field. But when you are in a situation where you're in a class of 1,000, I won't name the name, but there's a school district on the east side of Tulsa that will graduate probably 900 to 1,000 kids this year. And that's as many kids as are in the high school 9 through 12. And that will be their graduating class.
Jeez.
And you think about the relationships that you have formed, and are those relationships as present with them collectively? And there's no way it can be. And given the fact that we still offer probably 95% of the programs and opportunities for extracurriculars that they do.
Yep.
I mean, that's one of the things that is very unique about us because of our size and because of our community. And that's, you know, it's not often that you see a 5A school district that is in a town as small as we are, that is as strong and as community-wise as we are. Because a lot of times, you may see a 5A district that is in a metro area, so it's not really, they don't have a main street. They don't have a homecoming parade, things like that. So that's one of the things. Now, I wanted to get to kind of a surprise question. If you watch the other videos, you didn't. This is a bonus for you guys. So we've had last couple of weeks, we've had a couple of virtual learning days. All right. I want to hear your thoughts on virtual learning days. What does that look like for you?
Looks like me.
Be honest now.
It looks like me laying around all day, and then come 10 p.m. I do the work.
Okay.
And that's really it. And to be honest, I didn't even turn them in the day of last week. I turned them in the day after, and I got half credit, which is why. Don't look at my grades today. Don't look at my grades today. Look at them tomorrow.
For me, it's pretty much I get to sleep in. I get to spend time with family because now that I'm like a senior, junior, I've had to work a lot more. I'm rarely home. And it's just a day for me to sit there and enjoy time with family. But, I mean, I also get my work done, so it's usually pretty easy, pretty simple, and so on.
Do either of you guys have a job outside, too? Or what do you do?
During the summer, I was at ENS, an oil field thing. And then right now, just for, the school year, I'm at Billy Sims.
Okay.
I do not.
Okay. Well, that's good, too.
No, I know.
That works.
Well, never mind.
So, would you rather have a virtual learning day or a snow day that you have to make up?
Don't we get an amount of snow days that we don't have to make up, or do we have to make up every single snow day?
If we have a virtual learning day, we don't have to make it up. If we have a snow day, we have to make it up.
Oh, I'd much rather have a virtual learning day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Completely.
All
Yeah.
right. I was curious because
I don't mind virtual learning days.
because if you look at Real Talk around Guthrie, sometimes people have their own opinions that they voice on that.
Definitely.
And so I wanted to get your opinion on it.
No.
All right, this is the last question I've got for you guys. What would you like to ask us?
What is your guys' opinion on, like, the high school in general? Like, what's it like to you guys from, like, the perspective of there? Because, I mean, we're down there with the students and whatnot. What do you guys see when, you look out at the student body?
Great question. Start with Mr.
That's
T.
a good question.
That's maybe the hardest one we've had.
Well,
Got him.
when you say up there, you guys see me in the hallways, maybe a little bit less this year than when I was an assistant principal. I try and stay connected. I try and stay visible when we're doing our walkthroughs and we're around kids. I see a lot of kids that are investing in themselves. That's been something that's made me very proud to see teachers working with kids and kids reciprocating that hard work. I know there are outliers in every situation, so to say 100% of the kids are working 100% of the time, no. But for the most part, we have kids that show up, that take care of business, that feed into that energy that both of you guys have talked about, that spirit and that pride that makes Guthrie a great place to be. When I see the high school, that's what I see. It takes a lot of hard work to be able to have that energy and to produce that excellence, which is the thing that we're excited about. That's why we like going up to the gym. We got this ball game coming up on Friday. We're gonna get after it, Jillian.
Yeah,
I'll
we
talk
are.
about that a little bit. Okay, we're gonna roll in and we're gonna have a good time. And those kids that are filing in to support all those activities, it's that energy that we've talked about that we love so much, and it's the hard work that goes into that. Kind of a saying that I've grown up with through my coaching career is if you don't invest very much, then losing doesn't hurt very much and winning isn't very exciting. Mm-hmm. So either get invested or you can't really complain too much and it really doesn't affect you too much. I just say get involved, Tanner, to your point. Thing we'd like to change, I see a ton of kids involved. Mm-hmm. The ones that aren't, I wonder why, because it is the best part of this whole experience is feeling that energy in the building, feeling that in our events, knowing that you have somebody you can count on when things aren't going as easy and you need help with the homework or you're struggling with something outside of school. It's that camaraderie that comes from all of these things that we do and provide. It's what I see when I open up my eyes and see that. That's the view is kids getting involved and making our school the very best thing that it can be. That's why people want to come back at homecoming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They want to come back and see all of those things. They go to those trophy walls. They go to those walls of remembrance, and you remember when, and we used to could, and they live out those experiences one more time, replay all those games or those activities or those events or those things that they went to. Those flood of memories come back to them because they got involved.
Mm-hmm. Your point on the why they come back. It's so true. I mean, by generating the relationships that you do when you're in this period of your life, and let's be honest, there'll be some folks that after graduation you may never see again, but there will be some that you will come back and see at reunions and things like that. When I see it at the high school, and last year with all the construction we had going on, because we've got 7 school sites, so I don't spend every day. I don't. There's days that I don't step foot in the high school, but with all the construction going on last year, I was probably in that building more last year than I was in the previous 10 years put together, just trying to get the construction done. But what I see is, I see students, guys that are growing up, growing into leadership roles. I look at freshmen that enter with these bug eyes of, because let's be honest, even in Guthrie, the largest building you've been in up to that point is probably Guess. Mm-hmm. And now you're all of a sudden in a building where there's twice the number of people that you've ever been in a building with, and you've got people that are leaders. There's freshmen that are looking up to you guys right now, and that. That's something that comes with the earning the senior label, I guess. But I see that, I watch them grow, and I watch our staff grow too, and I watch how much they invest. And I love, a lot of times when I show up, it's at class change, and I'll walk through the halls with the students because I want to see what it's like. Mm-hmm. And then I'm up there, I'll be up there when we're trying to get school started, and I'll see the band, the percussion in the cafeteria just rattling the windows like crazy, and all of that work that's going in. Poke my head in for basketball practice, and you don't see me, but I'm around the corner every once in a while. I watch all that and watch, because the thing, and I touched on those extracurriculars, but I've said for my entire career, because I was a coach and a sponsor on a lot of extracurricular things, the number one way to help an at-risk student is to extend the school day through extracurriculars. Mm-hmm. Because that puts them with others working and problem solving and doing things that give them a chance to grow. Because how many times have you mentioned tennis since we've been talking?
Quite a bit.
And basketball, JROTC, and band. You have to work with people, mm-hmm. and that's part of. And you develop leadership roles, and those are the things that train you in life for bigger and better things that you're both headed to. And so that's what I see. Jillian, do you have what would you like to ask?
I'm so lost. I don't know. Are you guys satisfied with what you've done already at Guthrie?
No.
No? Y'all want to do more?
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I have.
I think, and I know Mr. T feels the same way because I know him well. I think if you're ever satisfied, it's probably time for another task.
Yeah, mm-hmm. I do hear that a lot.
That's good. Mr. T, anything you want to share with us?
And I don't have anything off the tip of my tongue. I'm excited about what's happening right now with all of the events that we have at our school and the progress that we're making, the way kids are growing. So nothing really additional.
What about you guys? Anything else you guys want to share?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. Well, man, it's been fun. You guys, I feel every time I get done with one of these podcasts with our students, I feel so much better about what I know is going on in the high school and our future. And so thank you for all of your work. and what you have done in your lives up to this point, because that's what matters. And I'm just cheering you on and looking forward to good weather and Jelsma Stadium for the graduation.
Please.
All right, this has been Chalk Talk, and this has been a fun one. This is again, this is the January version. We'll get it to another one next month and see who our guests are. But for today, I'm Mike Simpson for Jillian Minter, Tanner Lawson, and Dusty Throckmorton. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll talk to you next time.